All right, Jay, today on Mill City Boxing, you had a heated altercation with Brian Norman Sr.
Yeah.
What happened with that, man?
I don't know. It's very uncalled for. I'm saying that because we talking about his son in Boots. And all I was saying was, if you knew so much about Boots, and Boots can't punch and all these things, why didn't you put your son in there with him? How come you wasn't confident in your son? Then he kept saying, if you know what the fight is worth, why we do that? I said, yeah, I understand that, but if you also know that your son will win the fight, why you ain't put him in there? Then he said, well, look at the judges. One of them had to score whatever. So I'm like, but you just said your son will knock Boots out. So if you think your son will knock Boots out, what do it matter what the score gonna be? You know what I'm saying? The score shouldn't matter because you knocked him out, right? So he like, man, you ain't listening. I'm like, what you mean I'm not listening? I heard you say you knew he hasn't been tested. I heard you say his knees locked and all this cool shit. He was saying all this cool shit. I said, all I'm asking is why didn't you put your son in there? He was getting paid great money. And guess what? He would be the new phenom now. If Brian Norman Jr. went in there and beat Boots, he would be the new phenom at 47. You know what he said, Mel? Look, man, you broke. What you talking about? You know just what I'm talking about, man. You broke. Get your broke ass out of here. I said, oh, yeah, because you live in Atlanta, and in Atlanta, everybody know in the South, if you take 100,000, 200,000, you're going to get a beautiful house. In New York, in Philly, that's not, you're going to get a spot. You're going to get a spot, but
for 100 bands, you in a band, though.
You're going to get a band, you're going to get a band, though. You're going to have to refurbish it and do, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, too. One thing I don't do, I don't count nobody's pockets, and I don't worry about what other people doing. I'm on my business. Anybody in the city that know me or anybody heard of me, they know I don't be at none of these parties and all that. I be leaving people alone. But when he said that, it made me feel like, oh, you got a personal thing with me. So now I flipped the whole table. Like, all right, if you feel like that, now I'm gonna tell the truth. Boots was beating the shit out of your son when you brought him up here. He's gonna beat the shit out of him when they fight. And if you want, I'll beat you the fuck up in the ring or out the ring, whatever you want to do. He get to laughing. No, I'm dead serious, cousin. Here go my address. Don't give me your address over the internet, bro. It's sickos out here. Text me your address, bro. DM me your address. No, what I got DM you for? I ain't trying to DM you. And like you said, Mill, but you DM me all the time.
Me and him got beef. We got an issue. He texts me all the time.
No, y'all ain't got no beef no more. It's on me now. I gave you some step aside bread.
I ain't taking step aside, man.
I'm giving you some step aside bread, and that's gonna be me from now on. I'm just tired of these niggas though. They corny, bro. Because a lot of these coaches, what they do, they look for a weakness in another guy and then try to hit you with the "I told you so." Nigga, he still want to fight how he wanted to fight. He did what he had to do. It was a clean win. You know what I'm saying? You was scared to death, though. You really don't believe in your teachings, and you really don't believe in your son. Because if you really believed everything you said, all I was saying was you would have put your son in there with him. But that's your boy. That's your baby boy, and you don't want to feel like you failed him. You don't want to feel like you set him up for failure and got him fucked around. Because he's not just going to lose. He's going to get his ass beat. He's going to get his ass beat bad, too. Really bad. When you play like that, and you talk like that, and you hype shit up like that, and you try to play this like little backdoor game, you gonna get it now. These niggas is crazy, bro. I don't know, and I don't know where they make them. And I don't know where they come from. And the craziest thing, he older than me. Then he tried to talk about my record. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing about Greg Hackett. When you look at my record though, look how many times I've been stopped. You got 2 stoppages, but they both was fluky Jones. This nigga been stopped like 6, 7 times. Real knockouts. Ain't nobody never knocked me out. There's not a man alive that can say he put me out of my misery. It's not one man alive say he ever knocked me out. You know what I'm saying? These niggas been knocked out and all types of shit, and you talking like that. That's crazy. And then you gonna post my record like you won a title or some shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you made it to the promised land. Come on, bro. Like niggas is crazy out here. And I'm just, hey Mill, I'm just getting fed up with these types.